Hello, kids! We're now already in our quarter 1, week 1, day 2 of our lesson in English 4. Are you ready? But before that, let us know the learning competencies and objectives of this lesson. First is identify the sound devices used in statements and stories, and arrange the events of a narrative, at least 6 events. Let's recall the story Maya's Adventure that we read yesterday. Identify the elements present in the story. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Are you ready? Let's go! Number 1. What is the setting of the story? A. In a bustling city. B. Among rice fields and coconut trees in a small barrio. C. On a snowy mountain. Or D. Near a sandy beach. Number 2. Who is the main character in the story? A. Maria. B. Maya. C. Mila. Or D. Marta. Number 3. What does Maya decide to do at the beginning of the story? A. Visit her friend. B. Go shopping. C. Venture into the nearby forest. Or D. Play at the beach. Number 4. What happens in the middle of Maya's adventure? A. She gets lost in the forest. B. She finds a hidden cave. C. She encounters colorful butterflies, a stream, and children playing a game. Or letter D. She meets a talking animal. Number 5. How does Maya's adventure end? A. She finds a treasure. B. She returns home at sunset. C. She meets her parents in the forest. Or D. It starts to rain and she takes shelter. Here are the answers. For our lesson language practice, match the underlined words in column A with their meaning in column B. Write your answers in your notebooks. You can pause this video to answer this. Here are the answers. Now let's read again the story about Maya's adventure. In a small barrio nestled among rice fields and coconut trees, there lived a young girl named Maya. Maya loved spending her days exploring the lush countryside and listening to the symphony of sounds that filled the air. One sunny morning, Maya decided to venture into the nearby forest, known for its mystical creatures and enchanting beauty. As she stepped onto the forest path, her feet made a soft squish-squish sound on the damp earth. As Maya walked deeper into the forest, she heard the melodious tweet-tweet of birds perched on the branches above. Their songs echoed through the trees, filling the air with a sweet melody. Maya couldn't help but smile as she listened to their harmonious chorus. Suddenly, she heard a loud buzz coming from a tree. Maya's eyes widened with excitement as she spotted a group of colorful butterflies fluttering their wings. Their vibrant colors and delicate movements amazed her, and she couldn't resist reaching out to touch one. But as she said, she heard a soft flutter flutter as the butterfly gracefully flew away. Continuing her journey, Maya came across a small stream, its water gently flowing with a soothing babble babble sound. She knelt down and cupped her hands, scooping up some water to quench her thirst. The cool liquid trickled down her throat, making a refreshing gulp gulp sound. As Maya continued her exploration, she stumbled upon a group of children playing a traditional Filipino game called patintero. The children's feet made a lively tap-tap sound as they hopped and dodged, trying to cross each other's paths. Maya joined in the fun, her own feet adding to the rhythmic beat. As the day wore on, the sun began to set, casting a warm orange glow over the landscape. Maya heard a distant arf-arf of dogs as they announced the arrival of evening. It was a familiar sound that signaled the end of her adventure. Now let us see if you can recall the story, which we're going to use as sequence ladder. What do you think is the first thing that happened in the story? You're right. Maya decided to go on an adventure into the forest. What's the next one? She heard the birds on the branches of the trees. What happened next? She spotted a group of colorful butterflies. That's right. And what's the fourth one? She came across a small stream. What's the fifth one? She stumbled upon a group of children playing patintero. And what would you think is the last thing that happened in the story? Yes, she heard the barking dogs before the evening came. Now, as we look into Maya's picture that happened in the story, what sounds did Maya hear as she went on an adventure in the forest? Can you give some answers? Right. Soft squish squish sound on the damp earth. What else? Tweet tweet of birds. Loud buzz coming from a nearby tree. Soothing babble babble sound of the water. Gulp gulp sound from her throat. Tap tap sound from children's feet. And woof woof of dogs. These highlighted words are examples of the literary device. What do you think we call it? We call it as the Onomatopoeia. It is a fun and interesting literary device that helps making writing more engaging and descriptive. It is a word that imitates or suggests the sound it is describing. It can be also found in all kinds of writing, including stories, poems, comics, and even on our everyday conversations. It also brings words to life by creating a connection between the sound and the meaning. Now for the group activity, here are the tasks. Group 1, read the paragraph and do the suggested activity. Group 2, read the story and number the events as they happened in the story. And Group 3, read the sentences, arrange them in sequence that will make a story. Write the sentences in a paragraph form on a piece of paper. Now let us see if you understand our lesson. What do we do when we arrange the events in the plot of a story? How can this strategy help us? What is onomatopoeia? Can you give your own examples of onomatopoeia and use them in your own sentences? Great! We have two evaluations to answer. First, read the story and number the events 1 to 6 as they happened in the story. Let's read the story. It was Janet's birthday. She woke up early. She dressed up and went to church. When she arrived home, she helped mother set the table. She put plates, spoons, and cups on the table. She got a flower vase and put the flowers in it. She put the cake on the table too. She put the chairs around the table. Soon, her visitors arrived. Now sequence the events 1 to 6 as they happened in the story. Write the numbers beside each event. You can pause this video to answer this. Here are the answers. For letter V evaluation, choose the onomatopoeia in each sentence. Circle your answer. 1. The audience clapped at the end of the play. 2. The feather fluttered to the ground. 3. The delivery man knocked on our front door. 4. The race car zoomed past the other car. And 5. The clock ticked loudly. You may pause this video to answer this. Here are the answers. Did you get them all correct? Good job! For our assignment, read each sentence and underline the onomatopoeia used. I hope you learned something from today. See you again tomorrow. Goodbye.